1. Reject all excuses and negative self-talk. When Jinwoo faced a massive number of soldiers, he refused to give up and kept fighting. He pushed himself, defeating many of them, but eventually his stamina ran out. At that moment, negative self-talk began to creep in, presenting all sorts of excuses to stop. First, it was reminders of his old self, when he was the weakest hunter. Second, he experienced visions of Mr. Song and Lee Joo-hee telling him to give up and stop pushing himself before he got hurt. While this might seem like a valid reason, framed as concern for his safety, it was really an excuse in disguise, a mental trick. In reality, it's extremely rare to actually reach a limit where we can seriously injure ourselves. Most of the time we could push further, but our minds trick us into stopping, convincing us it's for safety, when in fact it's simply avoiding effort. The lesson is clear: never fall for self-deceptive excuses. Recognize them for what they are and keep pushing beyond the limits your mind tries to set. Third, it was his older self again, telling him, "Now why did you go and do something so dangerous? I know you were at the bottom, but you've come so far. That should have been enough." This is a familiar trap, an excuse to stop striving, to accept the level you've reached and settle for comfort. Too many people fall for it, letting it shrink their potential. The right mindset is to never be satisfied with the level you've reached, but to unceasingly push yourself and always seek higher levels. And then he saw visions of his past self saying, "Kind of hard to believe this is me. I mean, look at you, taller and muscular. You look strong, but I guess it's only your appearance that's changed. Dig deeper and you're still weak. E-rank hunter Jinwoo Sung, that's all you'll ever be. A dreamer who never learned his place." This is an attempt to trick him into giving up on his journey to strength, to make him accept weakness and rationalize quitting the fight. You must reject such excuses and all negative self-talk. Don't let your past self define you. Instead, believe you can change and create a stronger, better version of yourself. So during your journey of leveling up, you'll inevitably find yourself in situations where your mind comes up with all sorts of excuses and reasons to quit and avoid doing what you should be doing. In fact, we tell ourselves these excuses every day, multiple times, often without noticing it. The key is to be aware, recognize these moments, and reject the excuses. This is exactly what Jinwoo did. He silenced those thoughts with a fierce, "Shut your mouth." This refusal to listen allowed him to stay motivated, push through the challenge, and rise above it. Instead of seeing excuses as valid reasons to stop, think of them as obstacles that can be overcome and problems that can be solved. Assume that every reason your mind gives you to quit is a disguised excuse, and reject it immediately. Let no obstacle stop you. This is the mindset you need to become unstoppable. 2. Build confidence through progress and success. Confidence is essential if you want to reach high levels and accomplish great things. Without it, you won't believe in your ability to succeed, and doubt will hold you back. When you lack confidence, you won't be fully committed, and you won't give your best effort, which only reduces your chances of success. At the first sign of an obstacle, you risk giving up entirely. On the other hand, when you are confident in yourself and your abilities, you aim higher and perform at a much greater level. You feel energized and motivated, and when challenges arise, you don't waste time doubting yourself. Instead, you immediately seek a way to overcome them, fully confident that nothing can stop you. Confidence can be developed in two ways. The first is through the beliefs you adopt and the things you tell yourself. The second is through action and progress. Each time you grow, achieve a goal, or overcome an obstacle, your confidence and self-esteem rise. That confidence fuels you and motivates you to perform better, leading to even greater success, which in turn builds more confidence, creating a positive, self-reinforcing cycle. Before starting his leveling up journey, Jinwoo had low confidence. He fought and gave his best, but he was scared and not confident in his ability to survive. But as he began to grow stronger and level up, his confidence started to rise. When facing the giant spider, it was the first time he didn't feel intimidated by an opponent. He said, "This thing's easily uglier than both of them, and safe to assume it's stronger too. And yet somehow, the thought of fighting it doesn't intimidate me. I can stand my ground against a C-rank boss. I'm strong enough for that. I'm level 18 now." With each level and dungeon completed, his confidence grew. A few days later, he said, "The dash skill leveled up, and with my new advanced dagger wielding and fatal strike skills, I feel unstoppable." His confidence continued to grow until he felt he could handle anything. In Season 2, during the Demon's Castle dungeon, he declared, "Whether it's 10,000 or 10 million, I'll end them all." The lesson is clear. To build confidence, work on your mindset and beliefs, and reinforce them through action. Keep pushing forward, overcome challenges, achieve your goals, and watch yourself become unstoppable. Your confidence will soar, and there will be nothing you can't handle. 3. Have a purpose, a why, a reason to fight. If your goal is only to level up a little, then you might not need a powerful why. You can get by with surface-level motivation. But if you have high standards and great ambitions, if you want to raise your level to something extraordinary, then you need an ultimate purpose, a deep and powerful reason that fuels you. The reason this is necessary is because leveling up to the highest level is a difficult journey. It's a path that demands tremendous effort, and the willingness to constantly push yourself beyond your limits. A path where you deliberately step into difficult situations in order to grow, and a path where you'll inevitably face obstacles, setbacks, and moments that test your strength. To stay motivated throughout this journey and avoid getting overwhelmed, you need a sense of purpose. It's what fuels your effort, drives you to give your best, and keeps you moving forward when everything gets difficult. Before gaining the ability to level up, Jinwoo kept joining raids despite the high risks and his weakness as a hunter. He suffered serious injuries time and time again, yet he never stopped. The reason he endured all that pain was because he had a purpose: to pay for his mother's treatment and his sister's tuition. Later, when he discovered the elixir of life, his purpose evolved. It was no longer just about covering medical bills, but about actually healing his mother, something he once believed impossible. That ultimate purpose became the driving force that pushed him forward through every danger and hardship. Another reason a purpose is crucial is that it transforms your pursuit of leveling up from a mere want into an absolute must. This makes a big difference because when you feel that you must do something, you find a way to do it no matter what and refuse to let anything stop you. Without that sense of necessity, it's easy to make excuses and avoid putting in the effort. Your purpose must be personal, unique to who you are, because no one else can fight for your reasons. As Jinwoo said about hunters at the end of Season 2, they're always one wrong move away from death, but never willing to back down. Doesn't matter how strong or how numerous the enemies. Because they've all got something to fight for, to protect their family, to uphold their ideals, to prove who they are, to defy fate. Now ask yourself, what's your ultimate purpose? What is your reason to fight? Seek a motivation so powerful it can drive you through pain, fear, and doubt. A purpose that will fuel your journey and carry you past every challenge standing in your way. Once you determine your purpose, keep reminding yourself of it every day. Just as Jinwoo repeatedly visited his mother to remember why he fought, you too must keep your reason alive in your mind. Let it guide your actions, fuel your effort, and push you past every obstacle. Your purpose is your power. Never let it fade. If you're not sure what drives you, these questions can guide you. What goal makes you feel genuinely excited and alive when you think about it? If you could achieve one thing that would completely change your life, what would it be? If you were the main character of an anime, what would be your ultimate goal or motivation? Which people or characters do you admire, that inspire you the most? What are you good at? What are your strengths or talents? What does your ideal max-level self look like? What kind of impact would you want to have on the world?